You know, I'm not even gonna do the regular intro. Welcome to TWT Season 2, Match 21. Boy, do we have a legendary match for you today. So, when I randomize the seat, I usually just spam click it as many times as I can within like 5 seconds. And what it landed on was a let me do some math real quick. The odds of this match happening in round 1 is a 0.0033% chance. So if it wasn't meant to be, I don't know what is. But we've got the Battle Legend Blue, who was voted back in from Season 1, thanks to you guys, going up against the beloved Trainer Red, who's got a unique trainer class because he received the most votes. Two icons from Generation 1. Once these trainers are ready, we're going to see which of these two is going to take game number 1. Blue starting off with Rhyperior and Gyarados. Red starting off with Pikachu and Charizard. Intimidate gonna lower both of their attacks. It's a Charizard Y, it's perfectly fine. Going for the fake out into that Protect. Solar Beam's gonna take out the Rhyperior. That Intimidate seemingly only affecting that Pikachu. Blue's gonna send out the Pidgeot, which I forgot to say, but it's his ace, and Charizard is Red's ace. Pidgeot's gonna Mega Evolve. Heat Wave's not gonna do much to Charizard Y. Pikachu barely survives. Full Tackle takes out the Gyarados. Air Slash does over half to Pidgeot, and Pikachu faints from that recoil. It's currently 4v5 right now. We've got both Megas already on the field, as Red sends out Venusaur and Blue sends out Alakazam. Sludge Bomb doing 65% to Alakazam and getting the poison. Hurricane doing 57% to Charizard. Expanding Force taking out the Venusaur. Heat Wave taking out both of Blue's Pokemon, leaving him with just 2 Pokemon remaining. One of them not gonna like the sun. Sending out his last Pokemon, the Kingdra and the Scizor. Arcanine's going to intimidate the Scizor and the Kingdra. This Scizor is in the roughest spot it could ever imagine itself in. Never mind, going Terra Dragon. Extreme Speed doing 41%. Heat Wave still not putting either of them down to under half. Acrobatics with the crit takes out that Mega Charizard Y, leaving Red with 3 Pokemon remaining and 1 turn of Sun left. Red's gonna send out the Machamp now. Flare Blitz just barely is enough to take out Scizor. Critical hit on that Draco Meteor takes out the Arcanine. Acrobatics doing over half to Machamp. And Machamp has that Flame Orb. God, so much is happening. It's now 2v2. Blue's Pokemon barely holding on. Scizor going for Protect against that Bullet Punch. Draco Meteor not enough to take out the Machamp. Body Slam takes out the Kingdra. And that Burn doesn't take out the Machamp. Body Slam does take out the Scizor, and with Snorlax left, Red takes game number 1. What a thrilling game 1 to this legendary match. Probably going to be our most viewed match out of this season, but we've seen the Mega Charizard Y, as well as the Pikachu from Red. We didn't see a Terra from Red that game, though we did see the Life Orb intimidate Arcanine. Flame Orb Guts Machamp. And then from Blue, we saw the Terra Dragon Scizor, the Mega Pidgeot, We didn't see anything from Rhyperior. And the Scopelands, Focus Energy, most likely Sniper, Kingdra. Both trainers fought really well for that game 1, but Red just barely came out on top. And now we are on to game number 2, where we can see a few changes. Now Blue is rocking the Machamp as well as a Tyranitar, and Red most notably has the Mega Dragonite as well as a Lapras. Once these trainers are ready, we can see if Red's gonna take a game number 2 or if Blue's gonna be bringing this to a game number 3. Blue's starting off with the Pidgeot and Alakazam. Red's starting off with the Lapras and the Venusaur. We know Alakazam's expanding force can take out that Venusaur. Switching out to the Snorlax as Pidgeot Mega Evolves, Alakazam goes for Terra Psychic. Heat Wave doing 12 to each of Red's Pokemon. Thunderbolt's doing 2/3 to Pidgeot. Expanding Force doing 46% to Lapras. Pidgeot going for the Protect. Expanding Force does take out that Lapras. Body Slam nearly takes out the Alakazam. As Red sends out the Pikachu now. This Pikachu we've seen it has Fake Out. Going to Fake Out the Pidgeot, flinching it. Expanding Force takes out the Pikachu. High Horsepower takes out the Alakazam. And it's currently 5v4 right now. Red is slightly behind. But Arcanine's going to send out the... Red's going to send out the Arcanine. And Blue's going to send out the Tyranitar. Sandstorm starting up. And Arcanine intimidating Blue's Pokemon. Switching out to the Rhyperior. Extreme Speed takes out the Pidgeot. And High Horsepower doing 17% as a super effective hit. Blue's gonna send out the Machamp now. It's the only Pokemon left of his that will be buffeted from the Sandstorm. Unless it's got something to keep it safe. Switching out to the Venusaur as Snorlax goes for Terra Ghost. Dodging that Dynamic Punch. Rock Slide not hitting Snorlax. Venusaur taking less than half from it. The Sandstorm buffeting everyone except for Rhyperior. That was an insane read from Red, going for the Terra Ghost on Snorlax to dodge that Dynamic Punch, because that would have definitely KO'd the Snorlax. Switching out to the Scizor, Rhyperior goes for Protect, blocking that Earth Power. High Horsepower doing just under a quarter to Scizor. Earth Power gonna do 37% to Rhyperior. Acrobatics takes out the Venusaur. Rock Slide does 44%. Snorlax eating its Figgy Berry. High Horsepower doing 18% to Rhyperior. Snorlax is left at 52%, and Red has 3 Pokemon remaining. Sending out the Arcanine, intimidating both of Blue's Pokemon. Scizor going for the Protect. Extreme Speed takes out the Rhyperior. As Snorlax goes for Recycle, restoring that Figgy Berry, and the Sandstorm finally ends, but it starts back up once again. Thanks to that Tyranitar. It's 3v3, it's an even game once again. And Blue switches to the Machamp. Close combat, the Chople Berry saves the Tyranitar. Arcanine revealing to have the Life Orb. Rock Slide missing that Arcanine. Snorlax flinching from that, but using that Figgy Berry to restore its health. Tyranitar is going to go for Protect. Flare Blitz takes out the Machamp. High Horsepower hits that Tyranitar's Protect. Arcanine sitting at 21%. Snorlax at 43%. As Blue sends out his last Pokemon at that Scizor at 78%. Scizor goes for Protect. Extreme Speed not enough to take out the Tyranitar. Earthquake is gonna take out the Arcanine. Tyranitar faints from that high horsepower, and Snorlax is barely holding on as Red sends out his final Pokemon, that Mega Dragonite. He's been keeping it in the back, waiting for the perfect time to bring it out. Air Slash doing 48%, Acrobatics doing just over a quarter, high horsepower barely enough to take out the Scizor. Scizor eats that Slack Berry, raising its speed. Scizor going for Protect against that Vacuum Wave and high horsepower. And Vacuum Wave finishes off the Scizor. And Red takes game number 2, which means he is our winner for match number 21. He will be going on to round 2, where he's going to face off against the, well, now Pokemon trainer Lysander. Join us tomorrow where we'll be seeing the Hunter J from the anime going up against the Pokemon trainer Peonia. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.